All right. Now, before we get into the weekly vendor reset, let me just show you something really quick because I just did this run probably 20 something minutes ago. Oh, about an hour now. Okay. So here's the start of the run, right? So check this out. This is all in just one run at Anderson. So you can see at the top right of your screen, it shows I'm 4,201, right? 4,201. So about 44 minutes ago, this was halfway through the run. You can see I'm at 4211. So what, about, I don't know, it's showing about 10 levels in 9 minutes. So that's 4211. And then by the end of the run, check this out. And I even ran up there and got my stacks. But check this out. So it shows I'm at 4218, right? So that would signify that I'm only, what, like 17 levels in this one run, right? Well, check this out. Because whenever you die or it resets, okay, so watch this. As it resets, the XP will actually catch up. And this is what I'm trying to get everyone to understand. You see all those caches right there that dropped? That's all the extra XP. There it is. So now I'm at 4224. So I've gone up, what's that, 23, 24 levels in one run. Just in one run. And that's how you're getting over, 60 an hour, is because you get, 20, around 25 levels every single run. And it's glorious. All right, let's go back to the actual vendor reset, shall we? Now, if you want to know all about that farm and everything, just check out my most recent videos. You'll see what I'm talking about. There's both for a team and for solo people. But without further ado, let's get into the video, shall we? Happy Valentine's Day, YouTube. What's going on? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video, and it is February 14th, Tuesday, which means it is time for your weekly vendor reset and must-buys. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Now we're going to start in Washington, D.C., and we will finish up in New York City. I hope you enjoy. And here we go, starting off with the Base of Ops vendor. So starting off at the top, we have the Lightning Rod. This is the named pistol with armor damage and perfect salvage. Then we have an MP5 with health damage and ranger, followed by a military P416 with crit hit damage and preservation, and then finally an X45 tactical with rate of fire and eyeless. Now looking at the gear items, we have a pretty nice Badger Tough backpack. It comes with max armor for the core, health and explosive resistance with clutch. Yeah, now that I'm looking at the attributes and the talent, never mind. That's not good. Never mind. Moving on, we have a Brazos chest piece with explosive resistance, crit chance, and kinetic momentum. Gross. And then looking at the mods, we have headshot damage 7%, drone plus 2 extra bombs, turret duration 5.7, and sticky bomb blast radius of 5%. Now, must buys, things to look at from the Base of Ops vendor. Nothing really. All right, so the next two vendors are going to be your Countdown vendor and your Clan vendor. Just remember that they are in both Washington, D.C. and New York City. Now, I'm just going to show you the one in Washington, D.C. That way I don't have to, show you again in New York. But here we are with the Countdown vendor. So your three named items this week for the Countdown vendor, we have the Mop. This is the named 612 shotgun with armor on kill. Comes with perpetuation. Okay. Then we have a everyday carrier. This is the named Bellstone Armory chest piece with perfectly efficient. Comes with hazard protection and skill haste. And then finally we have the Glory Days. This is the named military P416 with perfect nearsighted. Now this one comes with rate of fire. And yeah, not too shabby. I know a lot of people are using the glory days right now with the oxidizer builds. Just remember that whatever weapon it is you are using, those talents and what have you will apply to the oxidizer. So if you want an oxidizer that shoots laser beams, put on the glory days. All right. And that is it for your countdown vendor. Let's move on to the clan vendor. Now, just a reminder, the DoD Disciples of Doom are on all platforms. Now, for PC, add me on Uplay, Kamikazevondoom. For PlayStation, you can add me or Steph on PlayStation. And then on Xbox, just add and message me on Xbox if you want to get in on the DoD goodness. But check out this leaderboard since the XP farm's been going on. Like 58 million last week, right? No, that's 5.8 million last week. I'm at 104 million this week, and I'm fourth. Our top person is Blackout with 243 million XP. Holy woo! Anyways, shout out to the DoD. Here is your clan vendor. Starting with the Baker's Dozen. This is the named M1A. Comes with a perfect lucky shot. Now, this one also has maxed reload speed and very low rifle damage. Gross. For the gear set items, we have a Foundry mask. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. The armor is decent, and it comes with armor regen. I love Foundry Bulwark with armor regen. It is amazing. Moving on, we have a ongoing directive holster with crit hit damage, and then a Negotiator's Dilemma mask with headshot damage. Looking at the high-end items, we have a Officer's M9A1 with flatline and crit hit damage. Now, you can't put a linked laser pointer or anything on that pistol, so having that flatline seems wasted on that pistol, but you could use this and put it in your recalibration library and put it on a different pistol if you want. Then we have a Police 686 Magnum with health damage and lucky shot, followed by a Y'all backpack. You don't say. So this is I'm gonna pick one of these up. This is a really good backpack. So this is a Y'all gear backpack, which is pretty rare, being Y'all gear. It also has a max core attribute of armor. It comes with armor regen and crit chance and opportunistic. You could easily re-roll the armor regen off for crit hit damage and do double crit with opportunistic, or you could keep armor regen on there with the crit chance and then just re-roll that opportunistic for whatever talent you want, and then you're good to go. Remember, you can use 3 pieces of Y'all gear to get that pulse resistance, and you could be completely resistant to all pulses, which helps you in PvP against Spotter and Flatline and what have you. Not bad. This is a good backpack. Check it out. Clan Vendor Y'all Gear backpack. Then we have a Golden Gear mask. Yo, with crit or with skill damage and skill haste. What? I'm gonna pick that one up too. Holy crap. Okay. All right. Then we have a FAL with swap speed and strained, followed by a Bellstone Armory pair of gloves with armor regen and skill haste, and a Badger Tough pair of knee pads with armor regen and hazard. That's a pretty damn good pair of knee pads too. Wow. Looking at the mods, we have headshot damage 7.8, drone duration 6.7, turret plus 1 extra mortar, and firefly speed of 8.8. Now, there's quite a few items in here that I like. The Foundry mask is a good one with the armor regen. The Y'all Gear backpack is really nice. As far as the Golden Gear mask, what I would do here, you could use this with a skill build. Just make sure you're using Technician so that you could keep the armor core here. And then you could re-roll that skill haste off for status effects and do status effects and skill damage on a skill build with... this could work. Could work. We'll see. Next up, the Badger Tough knee pads, pretty good. Decent armor for the core, armor regen and hazard. You could easily put this on a tank build with a shotgun and have a lot of fun. All right. That is it for your clan vendor, and that is it for the base of ops. So now let's start traveling west, and then we will double back east. starting with the campus settlement. Now, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing. We're about to make our way to 64,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. And we just hit over 17 million views. So again, thank you for the support. And here we are at the campus settlement. Starting off with the Dare. This is the named GR9 LMG with perfect flatline. Now this one comes with swap speed. Now you can easily reroll the swap speed for whatever attribute you want. Just remember that the LMG damage on this one is pretty low, so you're going to have to optimize it. Then we have a Model 700 with reload speed and eyeless, followed by a tactical M249 para with stability and a breadbasket. Looking at the gear items, both Douglas and Harding. First one is a mask with headshot and status effects, and the other one is the holster with weapon handling and repair skills. Looking at the mods here, we have Skill Haste 9.9, Chem Launcher Heal 5.9, Hive Duration 4.3, Pulse Radius 8.7, and Trap Duration of 4.1. Now, must-buys, things to look at from the campus settlement. Nah, there's nothing. Yo, they're bumping music here. Yo, shout out to the campus. All right, now we're going to do our Dark Zones, starting with Dark Zone West. West! Now, remember, you have to use DZ resources for all of these items. And to double-check your DZ resources, just go to your inventory, toggle over to resources, and just above the keys are your DZ resources, your Dark Zone resources. Now, for me personally, you can see I'm sitting at 719 out of 999. So if there's anything worth buying, I can pick up a couple. But if there's anything, more that I want to get, I'm going to have to go back into the Dark Zone and get more DZ resources. Now, the only two ways of getting DZ resources, you can either run around the Dark Zone and pick them up out of the little blue boxes. Doing that, it will go straight to your inventory. Or you can farm the Dark Zone and all of your contaminated items, as long as you deconstruct them, they will turn into Dark Zone resources, and then you can extract them. But those are the only two ways to get those DZ resources. But with all that said and done, let's jump into it. DZ West. Ooh, nice. So first up is a must-buy, the Rock and Roll Shotgun. Nice, pick it up right now, DZ West. This is a PvP exclusive item. You can only get this in the Dark Zone, Conflict, or from a named item cache. Now for me, the number one way to get this weapon is through Conflict caches. However, you can buy it right here for 152 DZ resources. Now what's even better is it comes with all of the attributes you want. You have shotgun damage, armor damage, and damage targets out of cover. Perfect. Yeah, this is a good pickup. If you don't have one already, pick it up right now. It is perfect for your Heartbreaker builds, for your spotter builds, for your striker builds. I mean, this is a good one. Not only that, but you can put a linked laser pointer on here because it does have a long underbarrel rail attachment. So you can easily use this for your Heartbreaker spotter builds. All right, next up we have a SASG-12 with damage targets out of cover and preservation, followed by a Urban MDR with health damage and sadist. Now looking at the gear items, we have Tip of the Spear gloves with crit hit damage, Hunter's Fury knee pads with crit hit damage, Overlord armament gloves with headshot damage and crit hit damage, and then finally China Light knee pads with repair skills and skill haste. Looking at the mods, we have Disorient Resistance 8.6, Seeker Mind Skill Haste 5.0, Shield Health 4.1, Firefly +1 max target, and Decoy Duration of 6.0. Now, must-buys, things to look at from Dark Zone West, the Rock and Roll Shotgun. Pick it up. All right, so that's 1 for 1. Let's see what's at the next Dark Zone. And you know what we're doing. We're going down south. You already know. You got this. We're taking our talents down south like LeBron did. Let's go. All right, DZ South. You want it, I got it. Big money, big money, big money. Yo, this is 2 for 2. This might be one of the better vendor reset videos I've done in a long time. Wow. All right, so your second Dark Zone vendor comes with another PvP exclusive item, this time the gift. Now, the gift is the named Providence Defense backpack with perfect vigilance. Now, the difference between perfect vigilance and normal vigilance is the 3 to 4 second disable. So, if you get shot with normal vigilance, the talent is disabled for 4 seconds. Well, with perfect vigilance, it's only disabled for 3 seconds. So you're able to utilize that increase in total weapon damage a little bit more with perfect vigilance. Now, what's cool about this one is it comes with headshot damage, which, being Providence, you're getting headshot damage just from using this item. And it also comes with weapon handling. So you could do one of 3 things. So you could keep the weapon handling on there and either max out that weapon damage core or change that weapon damage core to an armor, or you could keep that weapon damage and then re-roll the weapon handling off for crit chance. Either way, you're going to have to do a little bit of optimizing to make this thing fully maxed out, but it is definitely worth it. Here it is, the gift in DZ South. Pick it up right meow. Then we have a MP5 with magazine size and flatline. SOCOM Mark 16 with damage targets out of cover and preservation. And then finally a custom PF45 with swap speed and sadist. Looking at the gear items. Hardwired backpack, skill haste. Heartbreaker chest piece with explosive resistance. Wyvern backpack with galvanized health and armor regen. And then finally, Alp's chest piece with repair skills hazard and headhunter. Looking at the mods, we have headshot damage 6.9, drone plus 2 extra bombs, turret health 7.3, and sticky bomb blast radius of 4.9. Now, must buys things to look at from DZ South, going down south. The gift, definitely pick it up. It's a PvP exclusive item, so you can only get it from the Dark Zone, Conflict, or Named Item Cache. But yeah, I think that's it for DZ South. Let's move on to DZ East. Now, a lot of people do the main entrance. I'm going to go to the Alpha checkpoint. The reason being is I don't want to run all the way through that courtyard. And if you go to the Alpha checkpoint, all you have to do is exit the Dark Zone. You might get this double loading, but that's just because it's trying to put you into an active lobby. But easy enough. That's it. You exit, and you're good to go. Even with the double loading screen, it's a lot faster than running all the way through this courtyard. All right, here we go. DZ East. The Black Friday. Yo, that is 3 for 3 with the PvP exclusives. We have the rock and roll shotgun, we have the gift backpack, and now we have the Black Friday named LMG. Now, these are all 3 PvP exclusive items. This is huge. Now, here, the Black Friday comes with a rate of fire and perfectly unhinged. The attributes are decent. They're okay. What I would personally do is just re-roll the rate of fire off for armor damage and then just optimize the rest, but that's just me. Then we have a G28 with crit hit damage and preservation, and then a classic RPK with maxed out optimal range and ranger. Looking at the gear items, we have a Rigger mask with crit hit damage, Umbra holster with hazard protection, Badger Tough mask with health and repair skills, and then a, ooh, nice, okay, I could F's with that. And then a Y'all Gear holster with crit hit damage and weapon handling. Now, looking at the mods, we have Skill Haste 10.3, Chem Launcher Skill Haste 6.1, Hive plus 4 repair charges, Pulse Effect Duration 8.6, and Trap Duration of 5.9. Now, I picked up the Y'all Gear just because it is rare. Y'all Gear is super rare in this game, so I want to make sure all of my Y'all pieces are maxed out and in good slots. So I'll pick that one up and just see how it fares with the other ones that I have in my stash. Now, we are on our way to our last stop for Washington, D.C., and that is the theater settlement. The theater. Darling, I studied in the theater. All right, here we go. Big money, big money, big money. Interesting. So this week we have the ACS 12, the Lefty, and the Rock and Roll all for sale. So here's the Lefty. This is the named ACS 12 with perfect sledgehammer. Now this one comes with swap speed. Then we have a ACS 12 with health damage and spike, followed by a M1A CQB with maxed out armor damage and rifleman. Looking at the gear items, we have China Light gloves with skill haste and explosive resistance, and Wyvern knee pads with skill haste and hazard protection. Looking at the mods, we have Blind Deaf Resistance 8.6, Seeker Mind Radius 4.3, Shield Damage Bonus 1%, Firefly Skill Haste 6.0, and Decoy Duration of 6.0. Now, must buys things to look at from the theater. Not really. Not really. All right. Now let's go to our last two vendors, which are both in New York City. So we're going to go to the Haven. Now at the top of the escalator, we have Marco. And then right outside, we have Roy Benitez. And then we are all done. So thank you all so much for sticking around. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you found this helpful in any way, shape, or form, please hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing. And let's get into these last two vendors. First up with Marco, we have the FAMAS with swap speed and nearsighted, followed by a covert SRS with armor damage and future perfect, a black market SASG 12 with rate of fire and perpetuation, and finally a first wave PF 45 with swap speed, fast hands, but it does have max pistol damage. Looking at the gear items, interesting. But it comes with skilled. No. See, this one's a problem. So this is a good chest piece because it's, Petrov for LMG damage, but then you also get the double crits, right? However, that weapon damage core attribute is so low. 6.5, that is stupid low. But the talent is skilled. So you can't max out the core attribute because it has a crappy talent. So you're going to have to change that talent out for whatever talent you want, and then you're going to have to optimize that weapon damage. So it's kind of like a love-hate relationship with this chest piece. Then we have Yuzina knee pads with explosive resistance and repair skills. And then finally, Hanayu mask with skill haste and crit hit damage. Now looking at the mods, we have skill duration 8.6, burn resistance 8.5, seeker mind damage 4.2, firefly skill haste 5.7, and finally, trap duration of 4.3. Now, must buys things to look at from Marco here at the Haven. Not really. I mean, this Hanayu, you could switch out the crit hit damage for skill damage, make it a good skill build mask, or you could reroll the skill haste off for skill damage, and then put this with a capacitor and do like a crit skill build kind of hybrid. But all right, that is it for Marco. So that means we have one last vendor, Roy Benitez. But make sure you pet the dog, whatever you do. All right, you see he's happy to see you. You see his tail wagging. What's up, buddy? Now, why is there a cardboard box inside of this dog right now? I have no idea. But he's happy to see us. Make sure his food is in his bowl. He has some water. Tail wagging. He's happy. Even with that box in his belly. Hold on. Let's see if we can move that box. There we go. Hey, we just helped him out. Hey, let's go. All right, Roy Benitez. Here we go. And if you saw that with the dog, comment down below. I saw that. Save the dog. FU cardboard box. All right, here we go. Enhanced PP19, damage targets at a cover and sadist, followed by a M700 tactical with optimal range and first blood, a lightweight M4 with accuracy and eyeless, and then a officer's M9A1 with crit damage and killer. Looking at the gear items, Alp Summit backpack with armor regen, weapon handling, and companion, 511 knee pads with explosive resistance and status effects, and then finally Murakami holster with crit damage and headshot damage. Now, looking at the mods, we have Repair Skills 16.4, Pulse Resistance 8.6, Turret Health 7.6, Firefly Damage 5.9, and Sticky Bomb Skill Haste of 4.3. Now, must buys things to look at from Roy Benitez. Not really. All right, and that is it, everyone, for your weekly vendor reset and must buys. Every single Dark Zone vendor has a named item that you should look at and probably pick up. There are some other big pickups there at the clan vendor and other vendors throughout the world. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section below. Hit that like, subscribe. I am Kamikazevondoom, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Peace.